Australia is unique in all the world, and not just because it's the only continent which is also a single sovereign nation. Australia is the only Western economy to emerge from the Wall Street-created global financial crisis without sliding into recession. And as the world economy moves forward, Australia is in the prime position of being the fuel station for China's enormous industrial growth. The state of Queensland in particular is surging forward on a mineral boom, which has raised interstate and overseas migration levels to record highs, to the point where the Office of Economic and Statistical Research calculates that Queensland's population currently grows by 112,900 people per year. The major focus of this growth is Queensland's capital city, Brisbane, where phenomenal population growth coupled with chronic housing undersupply is fueling another boom in property investment.
G'day, I'm Campbell Newman, the Lord Mayor of Brisbane, Australia's new world city. Brisbane is an exciting, vibrant, multicultural city where 23% of our residents were born overseas. It's been Australia's fastest growing capital city for more than a decade.
To meet these growth demands, the Queensland State Government has allocated a massive $30 billion to planned infrastructure, with $21 billion dedicated to the inner Brisbane area for projects such as the Airport Link, the Eastern Busway, local hospital upgrades and the Kingsford-Smith Drive corridor. Professional property forecasters predict that Queensland will have a market demand for 43,000 new dwellings each year for the next 5 years. The vast majority of that market demand is in Brisbane, making any new apartment project an attractive investment proposition, and some much more attractive than others. It all comes down to being positioned for growth.
And Council is assisting that growth with a multi-billion-dollar investment in public transport, roads and tunnels to keep Brisbane moving.
Transport is the key to investment success in this fast-growing metropolis. Transport-oriented developments situated close to major new transport facilities are the peak propositions for rental returns and capital growth. And nothing is higher on this investment summit than Chelsea in Brisbane's Bowen Hills. Surrounded by over $30 billion in development and infrastructure, including $3 billion on the RNA showgrounds right next door, the Chelsea comprises 195 inner urban apartments in one of Brisbane's most development-focused inner-city precincts. Located almost above Brisbane's planned Metro Underground Railway project, Chelsea is in the prime position to ride Brisbane's future growth, right at the centre of a major bus, train, bike and pedestrian interchange. Chelsea also has the benefit of a premium real estate pedigree coming from the drawing boards of Metro Property Development. Metro is the new company of Brisbane property legend David Devine, who for a quarter of a century has led the city in residential profit-making.
David Devine has been at the forefront of Brisbane's residential growth for many years. He's built about 60% of Brisbane's high-rise apartment buildings, and he's maintained a strong commitment to the community through his charity donations. I'm delighted to offer my full support to his new company, Metro Property Development Proprietary Limited, and I'm confident this new venture will ensure his outstanding success continues well into the future.
From the vastly experienced team of David Devine and Ken Woodley, Chelsea is the first of many metro developments to come for Brisbane, all linked to the same source of inspiration, New York. New York style in luxury 5-star apartments scaled for a contemporary lifestyle where the urban surroundings are an extension of your home. New York savvy in locations which are close to work, transport and any number of social scenes. The New York buzz in the trend-setting Chelsea is what will make these apartments so highly sought after by Brisbane's growing number of cosmopolitan inner urban residents. 2.5 kilometres from the city centre, just 1.5 kilometres from the Fortitude Valley retail and music scene. Chelsea is just 60 metres from the $3 billion redevelopment of the RNA Showgrounds, which will see a whole new precinct of restaurants, bars, cafes and shopping along the streets of the immediate neighbourhood. Within a short stroll of Chelsea, residents will have their choice of 88 restaurants, 32 bars, 22 galleries, 63 boutiques and 102 cafes. Above it all, Chelsea residents will enjoy such luxuries as 2 sky decks where they can gather with their friends and neighbours to take in the stunning city views. There's a pool, of course, an essential in subtropical Brisbane, and the apartment entrance will be through a delightfully green arbour. On the subject of green, every Chelsea apartment will have its own bike rack in the underground car park, encouraging residents to reduce their carbon footprints. The complex also features such modern sustainability measures as rainwater harvesting for garden irrigation and car washing. The interiors of Chelsea's 195 studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartments offer a modern and wide choice of lifestyles with one constant quality: light, space and openness. Every apartment opens wide to a terrace, which is an extension of the living space in every respect, open to the breezes and urban buzz through Brisbane's long summer. Closed in winter by clever concertina folding glass panels, which let in the light and view, but not the wind. Chelsea offers a living style that's more like Park Avenue. Yet all this luxury accommodation comes at a price which presents outstanding investment value. A well-planned, well-priced residential investment with a superb property pedigree in a hotspot location in the fastest growing capital in the Western world's healthiest economy. And to back that, we guarantee to invest no less than $200,000 Australian of our own money in a fully integrated rental marketing program to attract potential tenants both in Australia and offshore. We stand by your investment in the Chelsea Bowen Hills with a commitment to have your apartment occupied in the quickest possible time. Chelsea ticks all the boxes with style.